Have you ever faced something so big, so overwhelming that it made you feel small? A problem that looked impossible, a challenge that made you question yourself, something that felt too powerful to overcome? Now, imagine standing in front of that fear alone. No backup, no experience, no advantage, just you and your faith. This is the story of David and Goliath. The land of Israel was at war. On one side stood the army of Israel. On the other side, the Philistines. Between them lay a wide valley, a battlefield waiting for someone to step forward. Every morning and every evening, a giant would come out from the Philistine camp. His name was Goliath. He was not like any normal man. He stood over 9 feet tall. His armor was heavy bronze. His spear was massive, like a weaver's rod. He had been a warrior his entire life. And when he spoke, his voice echoed across the valley.
I am Goliath. Who among you dares to face me? Come out and fight!
Choose a man and send him to fight me, he shouted. If he wins, we will serve you. But if I win, you will serve us. This wasn't just a challenge. It was intimidation. Day after day, for 40 days, Goliath came forward. And day after day, no one answered. Not the soldiers, not the commanders, not even King Saul. Fear had taken over. Meanwhile, far from the battlefield, there was a young boy named David. David was the youngest of 8 sons. While his older brothers were in the army, David stayed behind. He was a shepherd. Day and night, he watched over sheep. It may not have looked important, but it taught him something powerful. Responsibility, courage, trust. When a lion came to attack his flock, David didn't run. When a bear came, he fought it. Not because he was strong, but because he believed God was with him. One day, David's father sent him to the battlefield. Take this food to your brothers, he said. So David went. But when he arrived, everything changed. He heard the giant. He saw the fear. He watched trained soldiers step back instead of forward. And something inside him didn't make sense. Who is this man? David asked. Why is everyone afraid? They explained who Goliath was. But David saw something different. He didn't see a giant. He saw someone who was challenging God. Word of David's questions reached King Saul. David was brought before him. I will fight this giant, David said. Saul looked at him. You are just a boy, he replied, and he has been a warrior from his youth. But David didn't back down. I have protected my sheep, he said. When lions and bears came, I defeated them. The same God who saved me then will save me now. Saul hesitated, but there was no one else. So he agreed. Saul placed his armor on David. A helmet, a heavy coat, a sword. But something felt wrong. David could barely move. This is not me, he said. So he took it off. Instead, he picked up something simple. His staff, his sling, and 5 smooth stones from a nearby stream. That was all. As David walked toward the battlefield, the entire army watched. A boy walking toward a giant. Goliath saw him and laughed. Am I a dog? He shouted. That you come at me with sticks? He cursed David, mocked him, threatened him. But David stood firm. You come to me with sword and spear, David said. But I come to you in the name of the Lord. And in that moment, everything changed. David didn't wait. He ran toward the giant. Fast. Confident, focused. He placed a stone in his sling, spun it, and released. The stone cut through the air and struck Goliath directly in the forehead. The giant stopped, froze, and then he fell. A massive warrior brought down by a single stone. Silence filled the battlefield. Then suddenly, victory. The Philistines ran. The Israelites charged forward. What seemed impossible had just happened. David didn't win because he was stronger. He didn't win because he had better weapons. He won because he trusted God. But the story doesn't end there. David's victory changed everything. He became known across the land. People sang songs about him. He was brought into the king's palace. But with success came new challenges. Jealousy, pressure, responsibility, and even danger. Because not everyone was happy with David's rise. King Saul himself became jealous. The same king who once doubted David now feared him. And this marked the beginning of a new journey. A journey that would test David even more than Goliath ever did. But that is another story. So what can we learn from this? Your giant may not be 9 feet tall. It could be fear, doubt, failure, or something you're facing right now. And just like David, you might feel unqualified, unprepared, too small. But the truth is, you don't need to be the strongest. You don't need to be the most experienced. You just need faith. Because sometimes, the biggest victories come in the most unexpected ways. So the next time you face something that feels too big, remember David. And remember this: your strength doesn't come from what you have. It comes from who you trust.